Alrighty, board.
right,
What do we
here we
got?
go.
Ancient Dragon Man as our center square. Oh boy.
That's pretty rushable.
That is very rushable.
Okay.
I like that.
What else do we have here?
Oh,
What are these?
you go.
What kind of corner squares we got? Okay. Pot bell bearings. Is it the top? Oh, we have larval tiers as well.
We got Curse Blades. Curse Blades is very rushable.
Yeah, there's some fast stuff on this board. But it's not like fast stuff with lots of synergy from what I can see.
I just realized I had accidentally, I think, Tom the whole time running.
The audio from his stream?
Yeah, I just muted him. Yeah, so Ancient Dragon Man, Curse Blades, Red Bear is pretty rushable here as well. Let's see here. What else do we got? Golden Hippo is semi-rushable. I do have to say, if you rush for Skidoo Altus, you could definitely get there pretty quickly.
There's also some prep potential for NPC dropped weapons and your rush potential on larval tiers. And there could be an argument for row 3 as a rush and then just leaving up Metter.
Yeah, honestly. Well, this is going to be... Oh, row 3. Sorry, not row 2. I'm stupid.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Numbers are hard, man.
Yeah, this could be nice. This could definitely be nice for sure. Drain the Water is also quick here. The diagonal is a little mean because you have Saint Trina and then you have Jory Midra.
Yeah,
that's kind of mean right there too. Grave Bird set, for anyone wondering, you have to have Aenir Elim access because the headpiece is in Aenir Elim for the Grave Bird set. So this is definitely a longer square for sure. But Demi-Human Swordsman, that is also rushable. Nothing, I think row 3 might be the best one. I think you might be right here. This is, yeah. It's like every line has something really, like, long distance to deal with. So this is actually going to be very interesting is, like, what choices are they going to go for here? We see that both of them bought the armor set from Round Table to make sure that they have enough defenses. Okay, Bushi already leveling 18 decks. That already indicates he's going for Great Katana here.
Okay.
I don't see how much Tom leveled, but we'll find out soon.
So there's also a sneaky possibility of row 1 here as well, with the synergy between Night Bosses and Saint Trina, because you can use Putrescent Knight as maybe your third Night Boss there.
Yeah.
And then everything else on that line is actually relatively fast. But here we go, 10 seconds.
The interesting thing here, by the way, is that if you look at the money, they both spent the same exact amount of money, but Tom either bought Tom bought a talisman. Oh no.
Tom's fog wall didn't go down.
Oh no. Why? Oh, there we go. Oh, he's just behind.
Oh,
okay,
no. Okay, we're just on a little bit of a delay.
Yeah.
Okay.
let me fix that real quick here.
All right.
That made me nervous.
Crisis averted.
Crisis
here we go.
Definitely averted. Let me just let me reset him here real quick. And we should be good to go. Thank God. Made me a little nervous
And
there.
it does look like Tom is beelining for those larval tiers right away.
Which I think is a really good play. Again, not being contested, though, which is interesting. Let me go ahead and I'm just resetting Tom here real quick. I'm sorry, chat. Don't worry. He is going to be back.
He's still there, chat. He still exists. He's still real.
There.
And
now
he's
he's at Scorched Ruins already. There we go. Nice.
Don't panic.
Reset.
Nobody panic, okay?
I'm panicking.
So yeah, 3 larval tiers, but that does mean that Bushy has the option of just going straight to Ancient Dragon Man if he wants to. Which would be kind of it'd be kind of a slow fight, but he could get that center square right away.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. It's definitely going to be coming down to like what their weapon choices are and what they think. Because like Curse Blades is definitely something that a lot of players have rushed as soon as they either get access to Bellerot or they go to Shadow Altus, where that other Curse Blade is next to the Shadow Fragment. But I'm not
to mention
sure.
Demi-Human Swordsman also an option with that Onze dungeon.
You know what? Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. The Hefty Pots and also the Demi-Human Swordsman being on the same diagonal because you get 3 Hefty Pots actually in the Bellerot jail. That would not be a bad idea at all as well. A little bit of a synergistic play there. But then again, that middle square would have so much weight, I would just get rid of it. And Tom here going to Prospect Town, though, going to be rushing the other larval tier, while Bushy already grabbing the Great Katana, going straight towards three cross path.
Three crosses and 3 paths.
Yes.
3 paths. No,
Yes.
it's not 3 crosses. It's 3 paths. So
It is 3 paths. Okay.
Path cross.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank God. Okay. Cool.
We figured it out. We did it, Dom. You and me together.
Hey.
Best friends forever.
Easy.
IRL, not parasocial.
We just Dragon Ball fusioned together.
Absolutely.
Our
yes,
brains.
indeed. So, what are you thinking Bushy might be going for here as his first square of the match? What do you think? You got any theories going on?
Well, he got Savage Lion's Claw and then put Cold Savage Lion's Claw onto his Great Katana, and I think he upgraded as well, which is telling me he's going for Ancient Dragon Man.
Yeah. I mean, center square is huge.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
he's
he'll
definitely
probably,
going for Ancient Dragon Man here. He's going for the skip here, which actually no one else has done so far because everyone's just like rushed the bridge. This is a gravestone skip that allows you to get straight to Egon. So you kind of skip over the bridge, you go up this hill. You know what? Perfect time, actually. We can try out the map again.
Map?
Heyo. Once it loads in,
GPS.
here we go. Here we go. Map screen, chat. What is this? This is the map. Here we go. So, yeah, Bushy here, as you can tell, is going to be going up these gravestones. And
I wonder if he'll trigger the invasion here, because we do have invaders on the board.
I don't think he will intentionally trigger the invasion.
Yeah,
he's going straight
he's
for
skipping
it.
it. Yeah.
He's going straight for that entrance here. So you can skip up these gravestones into Ancient Dragon Man right away. And then we can see Tom here going for that Great Katana now. A little bit behind on setup, but does have larval tiers ready. Already marked larval tiers. So first square on the board here for Tom being larval tiers. Is that in a good enough position, though, for Tom to have
It's hard to
lost
say.
that much time?
Yeah, because it doesn't really set up his character much. And now Bushy has the information to know, oh, I have some time to work with.
Yeah.
I don't have to go straight into Ancient Dragon Man. Now, something I kind of don't like about Bushy going for Ancient Dragon Man is that once he gets the kill here, doesn't the NPC invader for Ancient Dragon Man not show up anymore? Like, you lose the option.
No, I think
of
he
killing
still
that
does.
NPC. Does he really? Okay.
I think
Well,
it's like a set event.
All right, well, in that case, there's no risk in going for this.
But I'm honestly,
yeah.
I'm not sure either. That's a great question.
Yeah, we'll have to check with chat in 2 minutes when they hear us talking about it.
Hey, but what if they? What do they know? What do they know?
What are they? They're just chat, right? Just
Tom
kidding.
here-
We love all the beautiful chatters. Thank you for watching and supporting the Bingus.
Tom, you're going for the same skip, by the way. Same gravestones. Going up these gravestones here, as just mentioned. Going towards Ancient Dragon Man, but Bushy already at the fog gate, getting ready to fight with Savage Lion's Claw. Does he have Cold on there, or does he have Keen? I can't tell. I don't think he bought a Wet Blade,
That doesn't look like Cold.
Yeah. He's going for Savage Lion's Claw here instead, which does work pretty well versus NPCs, but I don't think it is going to be fully worth your time instead of doing like R1s. But he does get some good damage, starting damage
The
here.
damage is solid.
The damage is definitely not bad.
I could see this being like potentially better than just going for the Cold.
It does at the
I don't
very
know.
least. It's definitely safer. I would say
That's the thing, is it does seem very safe.
yeah. But running R1s are also really, really solid versus them. You get enough spacing here. Does get tagged here, sadly.
Tom, meanwhile, looks like he's going towards Thialier instead of Ancient Dragon Man.
Just grabbing it for later, maybe. Oh, Bushy's stream here. Delaying real quickly.
Entering the bitrate blender.
What is going on here?
Well, we'll know that things have gone well.
So
if we
his
see the
stream
Kill
might have
Ancient
just
Dragon Man
died.
boss. Oh. Pausing and champing. There's Tom. Yeah, Tom has probably practiced this skip like so much. There was just zero hesitation whatsoever. Yep, nails it super quickly, first try, no problem. I imagine he's just going to go hit up Fort of Reprimand, try to set up his character a little bit more. I think this is a good play considering he went for the, instant rip on three larval tiers. Now it's like, I think it's his turn to wait for information.
Yeah.
So once he sees Bushy mark the Ancient Dragon Man boss,
if Bushy's even still alive,
know where he needs to go next. Yeah, I would expect, I actually would have expected to see Bushy mark the square by now.
I'm assuming his whole stream setup actually just crashed. I don't think it's an us thing.
Okay. Yeah, it may be that he's working to correct whatever went wrong on his end. Assuming something did go wrong on his end.
Yeah. Our refs are looking into it and talking to him as well, so seeing if there's any issues. Tom here is getting a lot of prep in, though. His OBS crashed. Okay, so it's not us. Thank God it's not us. Okay.
It's not us, chat. It's not us. Don't blame us. We didn't do it. Actually, let me fix my lighting over here. That. Yeah. Sure. Fixed. Good enough. Okay, yeah, so heading over towards the Ghost Flame Dragon area.
What is happening? Now Tom's just losing.
Some gray squares. We love gray squares around here.
What is happening? Okay, thank God.
We love gray squares. This is so in this situation, are we thinking how do we resolve the fact that Bushy is now stuck in tech support purgatory?
He's just like relaunching his he's just gonna be relaunching his OBS. Apparently his OBS just crashed.
Okay.
Which so it does happen to streamers all the time. Like it's not gonna be something on our end here. Okay, so it looks like Tom is quitting out here.
Okay, yeah.
Tom being a homie and waiting it out until Bushy gets back online.
Yeah, because otherwise that would just be Bushy tanking the time loss, which would not be great. Oh, I see Bushy. I see him.
Bushy is back.
Both on main menu here. Yeah, that is an unfortunate start for Bushy here.
It is surprising though. Like this is the 4th season. We've never had someone's OBS crash in the middle of a match.
Actually, I believe last season or in season 1, my OBS crashed at the very beginning of a match.
Oh,
okay. Literally just at the very beginning.
I was thinking about like in the middle
of
the match.
Resetting.
Yeah.
Because there's when it crashes in the middle of the match, you really don't want to reset that match.
Yeah.
Because then you run into issues where people are like, this isn't going well. Let me just rip the Ethernet cable out of my router.
Yeah. No, exactly. I would not expect anyone to actually do that, but that would be hilarious, to be honest, if someone actually just had that thought of let me just yeet my router real quick across the room, make sure it doesn't work.
Now Bushy did come back online pretty quickly. I am assuming that his computer didn't crash and it was just the OBS.
Yeah, from the looks of it.
But we didn't see the Ancient Dragon Man boss kill, so I'm wondering if he died.
Well, it's either he died or the OBS. Sometimes when OBS does crash, it freezes your whole PC.
Yeah.
So he might actually have died probably because it just froze or it just crashed and there's nothing they can do about it.
Or maybe he was just like, I don't want to mark this square off screen and have it just be, maybe he quit out once he saw that he was having tech issues or something.
Yeah. Looking into it, though, Glance is currently talking to both players, getting them set up again, trying to see if maybe they want to just go for a reset or if maybe they want to just continue. It is pretty early on into the game, honestly, that if they wanted to reset, they definitely could. I should probably pause the timer, though. That is completely my fault. So if it goes to 2 hours, that'd be technically my fault here.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, because there were about 3 or 4 minutes of just time running without them actually being able to play.
This really sucks, but
it is what it is, right? It's the first pancake of the day. The first pancake always comes out a little jank, right?
well, then again, it's not necessarily an RNG either. It was just an OBS crash.
Yeah, it was just unfortunate RNG, right? Bad IRL RNG, as it happens.
Yeah, so we're probably looking at a reset here, which I think is fair anyways, because Tom did get a lot of prep while Bushy crashed. And yeah, I really wanted to see this board being played out, though, but it is a shame, for sure.
Yeah, honestly. It's a pretty cool board. But you know what? All the boards have been cool. No. You know what? This board was trash. It was trash anyways. Worst board I've ever seen. Worse than the ones we saw yesterday.
Way worse.
Never want to see this board again.
So worse. So worse.
F tier board. This board goes on my F ranking on my bingo board tier list.
How would you rank a tier list on a tier list, by the way?
Rank a tier list?
Yeah, so like the A tier is... S tier is S tier, but A tier is maybe like more or less B tier, And then F tier is definitely S tier because you need an F tier. But then E tier is kind of useless, so E tier is an F tier. You see what I'm saying?
Does literally anyone know what this guy is talking about?
Well, you know what I'm saying.
You know what, yes. Absolutely. 110, 150%, Dom. I 150% know exactly what you're saying, my friend.
It's the perfect stall conversation.
Absolutely.
We have them
Dom,
currently reset their things.
You have quite a way with words, my friend, and you are right. You are absolutely.
Thank you.
Nice shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I'm checking with Glance real quick to see what the players are thinking of doing here, so that we can move on into the next thing.
Glance being the one behind the curtain.
Okay, looks like we're restarting.
Keeping the gears turning. Yeah, I think this is. I think in the interest of fairness, and since we're so early on in the match, I think this is a very reasonable course of action here. If we were like 50 minutes in, we would probably try to figure out a different way to handle it.
50 minutes in would have been a little tough for sure.
Yeah,
I definitely agree with that.
I do think we could have figured it out because we could have figured out, okay, what was the timestamp on, when Bushy crashed, how long do we have Tom wait? But it would have been just a little bit scuffed.
For sure. Now, luckily, this was definitely earlier on for his OBS to crash, so luckily we should be good to go. Board is reset. We're just going to be waiting for Glance to give us the go-ahead. They're all starting their new character. Tom already waiting on starting with the game character, waiting on just Bushy to reset his, and then we should be good to go. I'm glad that everyone is on the same page at the very least, and we got that all sorted out.
Yeah, I mean, as we mentioned yesterday, I think the only downside to a situation like this is that, having to reset when you've already come up with a game plan can be a little bit, it can do a little bit of damage to your mental if you're not prepared for it. So I feel like that's something that, going into your first match of the day, or going into, your matches on match day, like, you should just be prepared. Like, okay, be prepared to potentially have to reset in case the worst thing happens.
And here we go.
Oh, there's the board. Here we go. What do we have?
New board. Double Crucible Incantation in the center square. So you have to kill Golden Hippo and go towards Ancient Rao.
Yeah. So it's the hedgehog, the thorns one, right? And then it's the flower one, the Miranda flower one, right?
Yes. Correct.
Okay. So that's a much slower center square.
We still have
which
Draining the
personally I
Water
like.
on the board, though. Draining the Water is on here. Curse Blades is still on here as well. That could definitely be a rushable thing. Dane is on here, so there's that.
Senesax is back. Bottom right, we got Senesax again.
That is fantastic. Ancient Dragon Man is there as well.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? This right here, this column 4 actually is not bad. Kind of pushing you into that Remembrance 4 square. This could be really good. Demi-Human Swordsman's back on here as well. Loger is on here. Again, keep in mind, though, that gravity kills are not allowed for Loger. Or any NPC, that is.
There's some fast, squares on this board. But it's interesting because, you could just rush down fast squares, and there's enough late game on this board where
you could bounce
if you don't take the time to set up, the other person could absolutely bounce back. Yeah.
Definitely agree. It's going to be very interesting to see.
We'll have to see what lines they take here.
Tom making it nighttime again. I don't think larval tears on the board this time. Maybe just a setup habit of just why not nighttime? There's no downside to nighttime.
Right. It may just be the strictly optimal thing to do. You get a little bit of enhanced stealth. You might be able to run a little bit closer to that furnace golem without it, kicking rocks at you. So maybe you can take a slightly tighter line to that Grace. That could definitely be an element there.
Tom already full set and ready, just standing at the wall. Same amount of money as last. No. Well, okay, never mind.
Okay, so maybe chose a different setup this time.
Maybe a little bit, yeah. He has about 10K more than last time.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Bushi has the same amount, though, the exact same amount. I'm assuming he's still prepping for Great Katana. There is no Sell Great Katana on the board this time, so I'm assuming he's just going for the same setup, which makes sense. Again, like we said yesterday, Great Katana is full-on meta. It has already a status on it, and yeah. Oh, let me go ahead and reset Tom's maybe real quick. It is acting a little weird.
A little bit of a just kind of sus. The video player acting a little sus for a second. It's fine.
Little sussy. Well, let me go ahead and reset Tom just real quick because, currently Bushy is already booking it downtown while Tom is currently still standing there.
We promise Tom is not just 11 seconds behind. It's it's just the video player. Don't mind that. All right.
Yeah.
We're not rigging the match. We're not. We promise.
Pausing and chanting.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
No rigged matches.
There. So we have. Yeah, we're fine. They're literally in sync
Bushy
now.
Going to Scorched Ruins right away. Tom grabbing the hefty pot. I don't think I saw Bushy grab it.
I'm not sure, but they're literally at the same grace at the same time. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So now here's going to come down to, what are they going to prioritize? Because visiting Mikla crosses, I feel like, is something that some players definitely rush. And you could do that in combo with Dryleaf Dane. Or is there going to be an Ancient Dragon Man rush again here from Bushy or Tom? Because both of them did technically go for it at some point. Oh, no, Tom didn't actually. He just went for the Grace and then kept on going towards TLEA. But we'll see here.
Oh, we can see Bushy actually losing a bit of time having to dodge those rocks from the Furnace Golem. And yeah, that very well could be because of the nighttime.
Okay, Bushy getting one Mikla Cross visit. And going straight for Savage Lion's Claw Katana again from the looks of it. Where Tom is already going across the bridge here.
I think Tom may just be rushing down the Mikla crosses just immediately.
Yeah, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Also, I got informed that it was just Bushy's OBS. It was nothing to do with our multi-streaming service. Thank God. It was just a tech issue. So
it's bad luck to see somebody's OBS crash. But whenever you've got this many moving parts on the main broadcast, we just pray that whenever something does go wrong, it's not
us
because of anything on this end.
Yeah.
So when something goes wrong and it's not on our end, we're like, yes, we didn't mess things up. Let's go.
Because I was definitely worried because I was like, I think we figured everything out yesterday. Everything should be fine, right? And then obviously the first match, there's a crash. And I'm like, oh, God, I hope it's not us. I hope it's not us. But
That's how it goes.
thank God it wasn't.
Yeah, here goes Tom towards the Allier one, and also getting another Mikkel across here as well. That'll make 2 for Tom. And the nice thing about the Mikkel crosses as a first square to go for is that you get Skidoo out of, I'm pretty sure, every single one, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think there's a Skidoo fragment at each cross. There just always is.
So yeah, I mean, and you're going towards Fort Reprimand for setup a lot of the time, anyways. There's Mikkel Lacrosse like very nearby, and I'm pretty sure that Mikkel Lacrosse has 2 Skidoo next to it as well.
No, I don't
If
think
I'm not
any.
mistaken.
I don't think any Skidoo cross.
Never mind. Ignore me, guys. Ignore
That's
me.
2.
I'm just out here spreading a little misinformation,
Yeah.
as we do around here. Absolutely.
But the
yes, indeed, 110%.
I think we're having another Ancient Dragon Man here from Bushy. No, maybe he's going for the Grace this time. Okay, no, never mind. He's backtracking towards the Egon Grace. Maybe holding on to that for later. That could always be like a good idea. Doesn't activate the NPC Invader here. And then Tom already in Fort Reprimand, though. Or on almost there. Spirit Spring. 1 Spirit Spring away from Fort Reprimand. Maybe going to be going for the crosses immediately. Going to be going for the Dane into the Highland Cross. And then going straight to the War Cross would be my guess.
It might make more sense for him to kill Dane before finishing the Mikkel crosses.
Do you think so? Because it's a diagonal, or?
Well, just because it's a little bit on the way, and Dane is just a little bit more rushable.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, also that little mini hop that you saw Bushy do is something that players are doing now just to make sure that they don't get that weird glitch that Torrent did not touch ground, even though he did. So you do that little mini hop right before making that next jump to make sure that Torrent did touch ground to avoid the fall damage.
Yeah, as it turns out, fall damage calculation in this game is not an exact science, and it is, but it's pretty jank.
It's a little weird, yeah, right? There's generally sometimes I've like ran off a ledge or jumped off with my horse. I'm like, I'm gonna die, and then you don't die, and then there's sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna die here, and then you do, and you're like, okay, hold on a second, either I'm stupid, or something isn't consistent here. I don't know.
And you know what, Dom? I'm at least 80% sure that you are not stupid. So
thank you.
Something's a little bit out of sorts, if I must say. But you know what? It's a small indie company. We forgive them for that.
That's a lot of percentage.
And we at least say thank you for the fact that we get to have bingo as a result of the beautiful game that this is.
Yeah, 110%. And we have Tom here already going to be at the Highland Cross. That's going to be his 4th cross, I believe. And he's going to have a bunch of Skidoo fragments from that as well, which is really, really nice. He definitely rushed this because he doesn't have a weapon, by the way. So he's really leaning into
no weapon. Yeah, probably not going to be rushing Dane then. Okay, maybe going back for the cross outside of Bellerot at this point.
Yeah. So this is going to be probably Bushy getting to Dane, and cross is going to be marked, and then him being like, okay, I'll just do Dane then, kind of situation. Because then Tom still has to set up his whole weapon. He doesn't have anything. He doesn't have backhand blades in his inventory. He doesn't have great katana. He has to get something, which is an interesting play, right? Is rushing a square without any prep whatsoever. I'm not sure that's going to pay out for him in the long run here for just 1 square.
Right. Now, it is interesting because, yeah, Tom is going to get Mikkel crosses, obviously, but his only advantage that he's going to get out of that, and GG to Tom for grabbing that right there.
Yeah,
the only advantage he's going to get out of that is most likely just getting some priority on row 1, which row 1, not exactly fast.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Okay, look, we see Great Katana now going to be picked up here from Tom. But right. Bushy might just beat him to the Dryleaf Dane duel here, which is going to be blocking that really nice column 4 that we kind of showcased already. But also activates that diagonal now for Bushy that he can maybe lean into if he really, really wants to.
So my question here is, did Bushy do anything that resulted in Well, okay. I was gonna say, did Bushy do anything that resulted in a substantial amount of time loss? It was picking up the katana. Obviously, Tom didn't do that. He's making up the difference now, and we are now gonna see a Dryleaf Dane race. I'm pretty sure.
Interestingly enough, though, for Tom, it's going to be +0. I don't know if it's upgraded for Bushy here. Okay, Tom not going for Dane.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this seems like a wise call.
Okay,
I mean,
this is Tom possibly pushing
honestly,
row 1 actually for Kindred Cookbooks.
that makes a lot of sense. Because yeah, I mean, if I'm Bushy in this situation, as soon as you see Mikola crosses marked, you go, oh, okay, I need to get rid of that row 4 or the column 4 rather.
Yeah.
Yep, that's just the first thing you do. And Tom should be aware of that.
Oh,
And it looks,
that
oh
palm
my
blast.
God, the
Bushy's
Falcon Punch.
Oh, Bushy's gonna be.
Oh my
really...
God, he's trapped in a corner.
This is not good. Okay, Bushy did upgrade
Okay.
the katana, so
Oh,
he's got to be really careful here. Yeah, being in this corner is not the range on Palm Blast is very deceptive. It looks like it's just going to be literally like right in front of the player model, but it has a huge. This is the complete opposite Dane compared to yesterday. Dane was so nice yesterday.
he was a pushover yesterday. Didn't jump, didn't do any tough attacks. Literally just stood there and took it.
Here we have him on the big screen. Yeah, Tom going for possibly Kindred Cookbooks or Revered Spirit Ashes. Here, nice Bleed proc and Frost proc for Bushy on Dane. Get some nice crouching R1 action. This is really good for like NPCs and like honestly any boss that you can bully with the R1, the crouched R1 stagger. Like Black Knights, they have a really hard time with crouching R1, especially Edred. So that's going to be now a square for Bushy. 1-1 on the board. Getting that block on column 4 and activating that diagonal. Getting a dropped NPC weapon. And yeah, currently looking pretty good.
Yeah, so I guess, you know, as you mentioned, Tom looking like he may be going for the Kindred Cookbooks here.
I believe so. Because he went towards the Forge in Morth Ruins, which has a Kindred Cookbook there. This one doesn't. I don't. Unless
I don't believe there's one near here, but he may just be, may have gotten no mother. I'm not sure, but I mean, either way, this is a pretty important grace to get at some point.
And he's upgrading now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, Bushy going for the same thing. Now getting Kindred Cookbooks. Recognizing that there is Kindred Cookbooks on the board and doesn't want to necessarily deal with row 1 potentially here. Not a bad call. Very nice.
Yeah.
And Tom here currently wasting his time now upgrading. So this is what I was talking about. Tom getting Mikola crosses. Sure, you rushed it so heavily that you had like pretty much no competition with Bushy because you didn't go for any weapon or any prep besides getting the stones. But now Bushy might have a head start on cookbooks. And he also got Dryleaf Dane first. Which is kind of, I think, backfiring a little bit in this case. Because like the Mikola crosses doesn't give you anything else besides map presence. And Bushy pretty much now has the same map presence that Tom has. So that benefit is for the birds.
Absolutely. The thing, as I'm seeing more bingo this season, it's starting to seem like information is king. More than execution, like more than fast execution, more than anything else. What we've seen in yesterday's matches and today's matches is that it really seems like information is king. As soon as you know what your opponent has been up to, and especially in the early game, because you can better derive like what they've been doing. As soon as you know what they've been up to, you know what you can get away with.
Yeah.
You know, like, okay, there's no way that they prepped anything. I know that I have better map presence towards this other fast square. I can just rush it. There's no way they get it before me.
It looks like, so here's two Kindred Cookbooks for Bushy, going to be marking that square now. And it looks like Tom is going for Curseblade Assassins.
Okay.
Going to be responding by blocking that diagonal. Oh, there's that spin to win, though, from these guys. These guys are menaces.
They are. They absolutely are.
Okay, there's that first kill, though. Oh, there's a second one right here, actually. Right. There's one right. Wow. I forgot that there's like literally two right next to each other because it's the one that protects the Skidoo pot guy.
Yeah.
This is going to be a really nice quick pickup here for Tom then.
And this will be, you know, a great block for Tom. but he's still in a position where he's kind of on the defensive right now. He's not really building too much of an advantage on any line at this point.
Yeah. Very, very interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting how like Tom made the first move, but immediately it feels like maybe he's having to play a little bit more reactively as a result.
I do wonder what the next pickup is now, because we're running out of early game squares. What is something that they're going to prioritize? Loger here now for Bushy, maybe eyeballing that column 1, but then now Tom already has that Grace on the way to Churchwater District, which Bushy hasn't even done yet. Bushy hasn't gone past Bonneville.
That's true. I do wonder if maybe he's also just seeing like, okay, I have squares where I can get something that pushes 2 lines at the same time. I know like Bushy has done that a lot in previous seasons too. Like, so pushing an advantage on column 1 at the same time as row 2 is a very powerful play here. This Loger he's a menace.
Loger is not menace. Nice. Oh, and now Tom's going for Loger 2 actually. Okay, this is going to be huge.
Ooh. There's going to be potentially a little bit of RNG involved. Also some execution here. I know Tom is historically very clean on a lot of his execution. So there's a very real chance that Tom catches up here. Unless Loger just gives him the business here.
Wow, they're both just getting bullied by Loger right now. Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Dies. Wow. Here's the interesting thing, by the way, between Tom and Bushy right now, is that Bushy doesn't even have Frost on his katana. He's got Keen still. And he gets the kill with Savage Lion's Claw.
Oh my God. It paid off for him.
There it is. Wow. Wow. It's straight. I was really wondering, I was going to see, like, what the Frost bleed katana, does that catch up with just the bleed katana? And in this case, we don't know. We don't know anymore. So interesting, though. That is so interesting.
So that's going to be a tough blow for Tom here in the early game.
Yeah.
Because he did spend some time running all the way over there and spent some time, wasted on the actual fight only to get the square sniped away from him. So he's going to have to decide what to do next. He's probably looking at that column 1, I would imagine. Yeah, I mean, he may just be going to drain the water right away.
Yeah, I mean, I would do the same thing. I'd be like, okay, well, I have advantage on this right now. Let me block this before it gets out of hand. For sure. Also, draining the water is going to give you access to Skidutri Avatar, which is also on the same column here. So that's going to be nice.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. So he could set up a little bit of an advantage on that row 3, maybe even start setting up row 5.
Yep. Nice little jumps.
Bushy doing a little bit more parkour. Oh, Bushy going to Bonnie Village. I wonder if he's hoping to drain the water as well.
I mean, probably. At this point, he doesn't really know any progress besides killing the Curse Blades for Tom.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't really know exactly what the progress is. But if he drops down here, there's a Revered Ash as well for Revered Ash level 5 that he could grab. But he might grab that for later. Gonna go for Oh Mother first. Yeah, I don't think he's necessary. I don't think he thinks he's being contested right now on draining the water. He does have 2 NPC dropped weapons, by the way, from Loger and Dane now, which Tom doesn't have.
Oh, you're
so that
right.
diagonal now is actually not even that bad. You got Senesax, you got the dropped weapons, you have Iris of Occultation, and the 2 Crucible Incantations. Honestly, if Bushy sees that diagonal, he could start to really push that and be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to just go for, that Senesax threat and make you do one of the worst bosses in the DLC right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's got diagonal threat. He will not have that column 1 threat anymore pretty soon here, but he does still have the row 2 threat as well.
Mm-hmm.
So he could opt to go kill the demi-human swordsman. He's probably got the damage for it at this point. And then, I mean, after that, the world is his oyster.
Yeah.
in a manner of speaking.
Okay, so he went straight back
105%.
to. He's looking at. I think he's looking at it. He's going back to Fort Reprimand, where there is an Iris of Occultation. The Omen Killer actually drops it in Fort Reprimand. So I think he does see that row 2 diagonal that he could possibly play with here.
I wonder if he'll be scared off of it a little bit by the draining of the water once he sees that. Now, with the Iris of Occultation, one of the options is Quayline, right? For giving the Iris,
Yes.
or is that
yes.
a different? Okay.
No, yeah, Quayline and Joel.
The other one is okay. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
And Quayline is just the faster one.
Yeah, 100%. Because you don't have to do a whole quest line for it. You just have to kill him at Bellerod, kill him at Skidoo Altus, and then you're good to go.
Right. So yeah, he very well could see the draining of the water and be like, okay, I may not have advantage on giving this to Quayline at this point.
I think this is really good news, by the way, also for Bushy. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah, there is like, oh, that's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate.
Missed the Skidoo.
You could take the elevator up if you really wanted to, though. Yeah, he's gonna do that. Okay.
Looks like he's going to, yeah.
Unless.
Potential.
Yep. Okay, he found it.
Okay, here we go. But go on. I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Well, with Tom now grabbing Drain the Water, this is definitely, like, and honestly in Bushy's favor, being like, okay, I didn't waste a bunch of time going to go drain that water instead of going for Iris of Occultation. Going towards Ancient Dragon Man now, it looks like. Which is an interesting
Going for the third NPC drop
play.
weapon.
Yeah. He's gonna go for the double up here pretty much. And gives him access to Senesax.
Very nice. Yeah, I do think looking at that row 4 that Tom has built a little bit of priority on, he may be looking at that and he's like, okay, if I give this up to Tom, I am left with some very slow squares after that to contest row 4. So that's one of those situations where you kind of have to assess the threat really early on in the match and mitigate that future time loss as early as you possibly can.
Yeah.
Not to mention also just he gets to build his own threat out of it. So it's a nice little double play here. It's very defensive. It's also very offensive.
Yeah, very interesting for sure. Oh, Tom's stream is freaking out just a little bit.
No more OBS incidents, please. We've had enough of those for today. This is now the second pancake. The second pancake is always supposed to be when things go better. All right, that's the rules. That's the rules, Tom.
I'm going to be resetting it real quick for him, just to make sure that we have the most up-to-date.
It looks like Tom was on his way towards Ancient Dragon Man as well.
There we go.
Do we have... Oh, we also have the Ancient Dragon Man square. This is something that I think Bushy also has done a lot in the past, is prepping a square a little bit, and then claiming 2 squares at the same time. You know, getting that final NPC dropped weapon at the same time as getting the Ancient Dragon Man boss.
Yeah. Hold on just a second here. I'm just checking in. Because currently Tom's stream is freaking out. It's probably because like too many people are watching him. So I'm going to be telling the refs only to watch their players and not both streams so that we don't overload on bitrate usage.
Okay,
that's the fun tech part of this whole setup, man.
We love a little bit rate. We do.
Oh, yeah, it looks like Bushy did finally go for that cold Savage Lion's Claw, by the way. So now he has 2 statuses and a nice Ash of War that's been working out for him.
Man, I gotta say, I'm really impressed by this Savage Lion's Claw. I haven't really seen it get much use so far from other players.
It's working,
It's doing work, man. And look at that, double claim at the same time.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
Tom's going to see that, and at this point, you still probably finish the fight. Just because there is stuff behind Ancient Dragon Man that he wants access to, but this is totally going to nullify, like, any advantage he was hoping to get out of killing this Ancient Dragon Man. But no remembrances so far. So if we don't see a bingo line we are going to have to see them start taking out remembrances eventually, right? And looking at the synergies on the board, those might be Bale, might be Rilana.
And then Tom getting Dragon Mod here by Ancient Dragon Man. I wonder if he's going to pivot or if he's going to... He has to do Ancient Dragon Man to get access.
Yeah, he does. That's going to be rough. It's just hard to deal with the mental blow of seeing your opponent beat you to the thing you were going for, and then also dying on top of that. It's so hard to like preserve the mental in that situation. But we have seen Tom come back from stickier situations.
Yeah, this is really interesting to watch, honestly, the overhead stance and then the Savage Lion Claws back to back and seeing which one actually is more effective. And from the just like NPC staggering of the Savage Lion's Claw, I think you're kind of right. It's actually holding up way better than I expected, especially versus the NPC fights. I think when it comes to normal bosses that aren't NPCs, I think overhead stance does a little bit better.
I mean, to be fair, against normal bosses, what I see people doing usually is either they have swapped to Dragon Katana by that point, or they're just doing like the regular R1s and R2s. I don't know that I've ever seen somebody do overhead stance against just a normal boss fight, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've done it before on a couple, mostly just to like really get that status effect to proc. So either Frost.
Oh yeah, because the triple hit.
Because of the triple hit. Yeah. Bushy making his way now currently towards draining the water / maybe Skidoo Tree, or at the very least getting access to Gaius.
Be interesting to see. Yeah, I mean, Gaius is great for remembrances. What else do we have? I mean, he's obviously, prepping the area for Iris of Occultation, though he will have to go back and take out Quayline to set that up. We're at 5-3. It's funny, the board state looks so
open.
Yeah. It's kind of like, I mean, obviously Bushy has some really prominent threats here. But if Tom does end up blocking the lines, he's really not that far behind when it comes to squares.
No, 100%. And there's also like, it's happened before with a lot of other matches, right? Where you like watch it, and then the players afterwards, even though the board looks either very dominating or just looks very, one-sided, both players being like, actually it was pretty much like up for grabs for either. The board just doesn't really represent the way the match actually went, and it's always very interesting.
Right.
Then rewatching that match and being like, oh, like a lot of things were really, really close. A lot of things were actually, a lot of sniping instead of just people making, different decisions. And that's always fun to see as well.
I feel like, yeah, I mean, we've reached a point in the match where a lot of like most of the fast squares have been claimed, and now things are going to slow down immensely. But I'm looking at this row 2, and I feel like Tom is going to have to acknowledge it at some point. Oh my God, these Fire Knights! Who are these guys?
Dude, these Fire Knights are genuinely insane. They tilted me so hard in the first playthrough. I was so annoyed with these guys, man.
It's messed up. It's absolutely messed up.
They're genuinely just like mini bosses walking around. I feel like that's how strong they are. They just keep they have so many moves and so many different ways to respond. They block damage, which is unheard of. I feel like in base game to block damage without a shield.
And the frame traps are you have to outspace them. You cannot you either have to like roll past them or you have to outspace them. You cannot stand in front of them under any circumstances.
Yeah.
See if he makes it past unscathed this time. Oh my God. They do so much damage, even with the non-fire attacks.
Okay, so it looks like that Bushy is setting up Ancient Rao. Is he looking at possibly doing the Crucible incantations? That might be... He might still be eyeballing that diagonal.
Yeah, Crucible incantations also gives him it also gives him priority towards burning the ceiling tree, potentially even setting up like the beginning of a threat on column 3.
And Tom here going to be grabbing the main Gosh here from the looks of it.
Yeah, the main Josh. Yeah, one of my favorite weapons for parrying.
Which is going to be interesting because, like, I wonder what he's grabbing that for. Is he going straight into Hippo from here? Oh, he is. Okay, very interesting. Okay. He's grabbing the main Gosh into Hippo, looking at possibly also claiming the Crucible Incantation Square. Going to be the first.
Yeah, and later on, the main Gosh will be useful against... the main Josh will be useful against Rolana. I have to commit to the bid. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
You know I have to. It's obligatory.
We currently have Josh on screen now here. There it is, the overhead stance. There it is being used. Trying to...
This riposte is so dumb. It's the dumbest riposte.
Silly. It's very silly. For anyone trying to deal, by the way, with
my God.
Hippo's phase transition, you can definitely avoid it if you have a heavy enough weapon. You go for a charge dart 2 on the Great Katana twice. With that, you don't have to move after the riposte. You just charge dart 2 twice, and they do a nice little R1 tap, and it will stagger him out of the animation, so you don't have to deal with the stupid needle rain at the very beginning. And get another free riposte out of that as well. So this is a very, very clean fight here from Tom.
Tom's Hippo fight is so clean.
Going for that. Does not get the riposte. Got a little greedy there, going for overhead stance into an extra R1. Gets another Frost proc here, though. Very nice damage. This attack just sucks, but nice rolling from Tom. It's gotta be
is there actually any consistent way to avoid that attack, or is it
it's semi-RNG.
Literally just script the fight or get it. Oh!
Tom getting a little greedy there, trying to get that R1, hoping it would kill right away. There we go, though.
100%.
Very nice.
GG, Tom.
And yeah, Bushy making his way towards the other incantation here. I think this might be an incantation race, from the looks of it. Yeah, Tom going now into the basement, the pot room. Bushy already making his way towards the first incantation. Interesting jump. I've never done that before. Oh, he's right here. Oh my God, he saved so much time.
Yeah, wow.
And now he can go straight to Hippo.
I can't help but feel like this is the better of the 2 incantations to go for first because you build progress towards other squares. Whereas the Hippo, on this board at least, seems to only build progress towards the Crucible incantations.
Oh, this is going to be very interesting. This is
gonna... Oh, wow, this is going to be close.
You can't quit out the grace, or at the elevator, though.
Oh, no.
That's the rule, yeah. No quitting out at elevators or doors. He could be sitting at the grates if he really wanted to.
This is a really long... Okay. So he lost probably 15 seconds to that.
He's got time. If he could kill Hippo in like 30 seconds, like when he enters the fight, 30-second kill, this might be Bushy's square, and that was going to be a lot of pressure versus Tom.
All right, not getting blasted by the Fire Knight. That's big. It may even come down to how clean is Bushy's Hippo fight, because Tom's fight was really good. It was really fast. Bushy not opting to go for...
No, he's going for a skip here. You jump up here, jump into the tree, I think. Yeah. Oh, this might cost him, though. This might cost him.
I hate tree parkour, man.
Oh, why is he doing this?
No.
This might actually cost him the square. Okay, he's got it. He's got it.
Do you think that probably doesn't save time if you don't hit it within the first 1 or 2 tries?
He's going into the fight here now, though. Tom currently already on his way towards that second incantation. Tom is like at least 40 seconds away from that incantation, though. This might be Bushy's square if he gets a good fight. It's going to have
to be a very clean fight.
Yeah. Damage seems a little bit less. Ooh.
Oh, I
boy.
I think Tom has this.
Oh boy, I don't know.
Oh yeah, never mind. He's actually farther than I thought he was.
Yeah.
Does get the little skip first try. That's good.
Bushy, I don't think has ritual sword talisman though. Gets the stagger here. Does he know of the cycle though? Oh, he's trying to go for the riposte. He doesn't get the riposte. He doesn't know.
That's an early phase 2, man. That is a very early phase 2.
Very early phase 2, yeah.
Okay.
This might not be Tom Square. Based on this fight, this might be Tom Square now.
Yeah. And Tom claims the square.
Yep, Tom's
looks like
going
we're
for
just a little bit behind.
Oh yeah.
He gets it.
Okay, let me go ahead and update.
GG Tom.
GG's
So
to
Bushy's
Tom,
gonna see
man.
that and realize that he has invested a lot of time that
Shit.
he may not get any advantage out of.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, Hippo is nice to kill. You get a lot of runes out of it. You also get some Skidoo out of it as well. So it's nice to have that kill. It's also nice to have the setup, the map presence set up in Rao as well.
Tom getting slapped the hell out of this shadow people.
Oh my god.
I think he was going to try
Villager.
and set up the Romina Grace as well, but yeah.
Honestly, like, I do like that play. I do like that play.
That's a really nice block here from Tom. Row 3 now being activated. And honestly, not looking bad at all. 2 painting rewards and Revered Ash 5 besides the Remembrance bosses.
That's a huge swing for Tom.
This is a huge, huge swing for Tom. Yeah, he's going straight for Revered Ashes. There's 3 Revered Ashes in Bellerod itself. There's going to be the altar that's coming up here right away. There's going to be the pot guy, and then another altar right before Dancing Lion. So this is going to be something that I think Tom's is going to be rushing, is the Revered Ash into painting rewards. Now, Bushy has to make the right call. Is it going to be painting rewards that he might try and block, or is it going to be just Remembrance bosses altogether?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, if I'm Bushy in this situation, what I might try to do is kill Skidoo Avatar, claim the Remembrance Weapon, use that on, I don't know, Gaius or Rilana maybe, and just blow down the 4 Remembrance bosses. Because you can get a lot of squares along the way. You get Skidoo Avatar, you get Rilana, you get 4 Remembrance bosses. Are there any other Remembrances on this board? I mean, technically you could go get Bale, but I think that might be too slow.
I mean, Ancient Dragon Senesax is on the board, so maybe going for Bale maybe isn't the craziest because he's like right next to that.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
But I do think at the very least, is there some Aenir Limb that is needed at all? No, but there is Burn the Ceiling Tree. So Mesmer and Romina is definitely Remembrance bosses that you want to go for at the very least.
Yeah, very true.
And then you have Rilana in row 1. As you said, and then honestly, you could go Gaius. Why not?
Or just the Skidoo Avatar, since that's on the bottom
sure.
right.
Yeah. Actually, true. Yeah, good point.
So you would probably do that one first, and then you would kill. Honestly, I don't know who the best person to kill, like who the best Remembrance to kill with the Skidoo Avatar weapon would be. I assume that's the Remembrance weapon that would be best in this situation.
Yeah, definitely Gaius. Gaius is weak to strike damage and holy. The Sunflower is absolutely amazing versus Gaius.
Yeah.
In that case. Okay, looks like Bushy's going for Mesmer here, by the way. And, okay, it looks like that maybe Tom is working towards Iris of Occultation now, trying to get rid of that Road 2 threat and not having to want to worry about that. This Fire Knight is absolutely a menace here. Bushy getting stuck here trying to get into that staircase. Could not do it.
See, Bushy had some words to say about that Fire Knight.
Yeah, I mean, I would too.
Yeah, and that's a really, really rough place to die too, because you don't have the Stake of Marika anymore.
Yeah, it's so weird that that Marika is like on the bridge itself, but as soon as you get past that door, it's like, nah, you're on your own, bud. You're not getting revived anymore.
Yeah, but you know, for Tom here. You know, I'm kind of surprised neither one of them has gone for that Demi-Human Swordsman at this point.
Yeah, right? It's kind of just like dangling there.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely agree. I mean, for Tom, it kind of makes sense to go for Iris of Occultation because it takes a little bit longer than Demi-Human Swordsman, I think. So for him to be more of like, it's more of a medium distance block rather than doing the next quickest thing type of response. But yeah, for Bushy, going for, I don't think this is a bad idea from Bushy though either, is going for pretty much a block into also progression of doing Mesmer and Romina maybe, burning the Ceiling Tree. That way he progresses maybe row 5, but then also is already working towards blocking that row 3.
You know, Mesmer into Romina, just to build up a couple of remembrances, and then maybe like killing Skadutri Avatar as the 3rd remembrance, and then killing Gaius as the 4th to claim Remembrance Weapon against a Remembrance boss and 4 remembrances at the same time. I could definitely see that as a play.
Yeah, and honestly, the beauty of burning the Ceiling Tree square is that you don't have to do it right away. You're not automatically opted into marking it, because only killing Romina doesn't mean you burned the Ceiling Tree yet. You have to walk up and actually do that. So he can hold on to Romina and Mesmer kills, and that's a showcase that he pretty much already has burning Ceiling Tree done, and then go for the other things on top of that.
Yeah, so huge opportunity for Bushy to withhold information here if he wants to.
Okay, looks like he's looking into paintings here, actually. Grabbing that first painting, which is the Serpent Shield. And maybe going... Oh, he's going straight for Demi-Human Swordsman now. Okay.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't... That's not bad. Not bad at all. He's not wasting any time trying to go for Iris of Occultation at this point. Tom has just killed the 2nd version of Queeline. Going to go straight towards Church District, I believe, now for the Occultation. Oh, he's grabbing the Occultation first here from the Omen Killer. But,
right.
Yeah, this is actually a good positioning for both of them, not wasting any time and not being sniped, not putting themselves in snipeable range.
It is cool to see a match where they're kind of like trading blows here. You know, Bushy was able to snipe Ancient Dragon Man off of Tom, and then Tom was able to come back and snipe the Crucible Incantations off of Bushy.
Nice little kill here from Tom. Going to be grabbing also that 80,000 that's down here. Don't know why there's 80,000 just in a basement, but there you go.
If you're going to keep your cash somewhere, basement's not a bad place for it.
There's always money in the banana stand, Josh. There's always money
right, you are, Dom.
in the banana stand.
116%, my friend. You are so correct.
Here we go, Josh. We have Tom now going for Queeline on Iris of Occultation. Bushy making his way towards Pot City. No hefty pots on this board, so it doesn't have to worry about grabbing any of those. Can just
very good
beeline it straight to Ons. Is it Ons?
Honestly,
Onzi?
I would say Onze.
Onze?
Yeah.
That sounds so weird.
That's probably incorrect, but I always call him Onze. The thing is with this boss is that he is honestly terrifying no matter what point in the game you're at.
Yeah.
Like, you can have tons of damage and just not be able to hit him. And he can just blast you. And he also is he's one of the other enemies in the game that has a parry, like similar to the Fire Knights.
Yeah.
And it is brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Tom here just waiting for Queeline to finish his dialogue.
Giving him the old teabag there.
The good old
very
ruffle
nice,
shuffle.
Very good.
There it is. Iris of Occultation given and marked. There we go.
Nicely played. Getting a good block off on that row too. And it could be that Tom is now playing for majority at this point. You know, he doesn't have a whole lot in the way of lines. He still has row 3 though.
Oh, but look at that column 2 now. He is looking at getting those masks. That is row 1, column 2.
Right.
And he's going straight for this mask right after Queeline. This might not be bad either, that he could try. If he goes for the masks into painting rewards, this could be really nice. And Bushy here.
Oh my god.
Beating the crap out of Hansi. Oh, he's got to be careful,
Come
though.
on, man.
Yeah, there's that super move. Rolls the finishing blow on that.
I know he's a mean boss, but did he really deserve the slam down like that, man? Oh my god, here we go.
Yeah, that's why you do the slam down. That right there.
Okay, yeah. He does deserve it.
He's a little crazy.
I take it all back.
I have lost 3
with
deathless all bosses runs to this guy. Twice because I went here way too early. Oh. I wonder if doing the crouched R1 method would actually be really good here, because he does flinch pretty quickly.
He does, yeah.
There it is, though.
Good clean kill. There's the mark.
Very, very
GG's
nice.
GG's to Bushy. But, he may be looking at that and being like, okay, well, unfortunately, I lose my row 2 advantage. He does start to build some advantage on column 5, though, with this.
Oh, this is interesting.
I'm really curious to see what Bushy goes for next. There's not a lot of short-term plays left on this board.
Okay, Tom going back to Ancient Rao now. Sees that my Human Swordsman was taken. What is he doing here for Ancient Rao, though? The masks aren't here.
Potentially just setting up for Romina.
Yeah, possibly, honestly. Yeah, maybe just grabbing the Grace for Romina ahead of time. And, okay, so Bushy here might be working towards painting rewards now. Going to be dropping down and going for the dragon painting that's down here.
It's already claimed 1. These players do need to start thinking in terms of majority here, and so these short-term squares do need to be claimed.
Yeah. Yep, he's going for that painting right away. He really killed Ancient Dragon, man. And yeah, he's going straight for finishing that paint. I think it's a great play from Bushy. Recognizing the threat of column 2 and being like, you know what, I already have 1 painting done. I shouldn't linger on this. He blocks column 2 and row 3 with that, which is going to be honestly a really big deal. Already being in the lead by 1 square, 6-5 for Bushy right now. Trying to keep that lead by blocking every bingo line, I think is a really good idea. When you go into mid game and you have the squares between you and your opponent being tied and the board presence is tied, pushing to majority is probably your best bet. Forcing lines in the mid game when you both have similar presence is extremely difficult and most likely will never play through. So just recognizing that and being like, okay, I'm just going to push for majority, I think is a great idea.
Yeah. Not to mention, Bushy's going to be starting to set up advantage on Bale. Not only Bale, but also Senesex.
Okay, looks like Tom is... Oh, sorry.
By going towards these painting rewards. Go ahead.
Yeah. 100%. I think that's it's overall just a good idea from Bushy here. Tom, you're using the elevator. I think he's grabbing another Revered Ash, which is a very uncommon Revered Ash from a pot guy that's going to be hanging out right there. Oh, this is the one he died to last time. He got knocked off the ledge. He's trying to go for that before. There it is. There is that Revered Ash now. Okay.
He does get it. Without incident this time.
Peepo Pog.
I'm not sure how many he's at right now.
I think he finished. Did he finish Belurot? Did we miss that? Was Belurot completed?
I got to be honest with you, Dom. My memory, not so good.
Another Revered Ash here.
Okay.
And then he can make his way towards.
He's got to be getting close.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty close. He's gonna be very close. I think you need 7 for level 5, because it's level 1, 2, and 3. You only need 1, and then it's 2, 2. So that's 7.
Yeah. That's the math is mathing. The math does math on that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Stay hydrated, folks.
You're so smart, man. How are you so smart?
Oh, thanks, man. It's because I hang out with you, you know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, see how I do that? You see how I flip that?
Wow. Oh, my gosh. He got me.
Oh, and also Tom picking up his runes, by the way, back to 400,000 and has the Romina Grace now.
All right. So good progress for Tom. He's, setting up great opportunity to burn the ceiling tree. Might be able to just snag that out from under Bushy. And he still has priority on this column 3, which has not been answered by Bushy yet. I don't even know what Bushy would go for to do something about that. Other than maybe Skadutri Avatar into Remembrance Weapon kill.
Very nice setup here from Tom, though, as well as prepping for Furnace Golem. He grabbed the Great Potentate Cookbook here and Scorched Runes, or he grabbed some black Fireflies and also some mushrooms while grabbing the next Revered Ash. So I think he's really looking at that column, too. He's like, okay, you know what? If this is not taken or if this is not blocked anytime soon, I'm going to try and bulldoze it. I have masks prepped a little bit. I have Furnace Golem prepped now. All I need is paintings prepped. And that's exactly where he's going to, I think, right now, going straight towards Prospect Town to be grabbing that one painting for the Great Serpent Shield. Very interesting. This is a little bit of a time sink, though, for Tom, because Bushy is already on his way to completing that that second painting. He just needs to go and look in the sky for 5 seconds.
He's got to go vibe.
Yeah.
He's got to go vibe for a bit.
It's going to just stand there, you know, life.
Life indeed.
Absolutely.
Life. 110%.
I think you just jump off to the... Wait, is... No. Right? He doesn't have to jump up here. Because it's on the lower floor.
There is a chance he could just be going and prepping the Bale Grace first.
Okay, no, he just did a little workaround. Yeah, he didn't have to jump up there. He can just literally just like run up from the side.
Okay, yeah.
But that's fine. Not the end of the world.
Yeah, I mean that's something to note. Like a very strong difference I feel between Bushy and Tom here is that like I think Tom has a lot of these lines just incredibly optimized. His movement is going to be insanely clean. Great mark from Bushy there, by the way.
Huge mark. Yeah, there's that literally revered Ash marked by Tom, and then Bushy in response like, I blocked it.
Yeah,
that's great.
Really good timing on that. To see how Tom responds.
Going straight for
the only
Rolana.
thing Tom has left is the column 3.
Stop, please. I'm begging.
A little bit of bit rate. Bushy is also.
Oh wow. Okay, let me
way
refresh Tom just in case.
Oh my god, are we gonna have a Rolana race?
I think we're having a Rolana race right now.
Huh. I'm honestly a little surprised to see Bushy going for this.
Okay, there we go. I refreshed
Maybe he's
him.
looking at column 3 and he's thinking, I have to do something about this.
Well, it's also remembrance bosses. So I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. I think they just both just see it as a priority at this point.
It's just like what I'm used to seeing from Bushy is that like,
man,
often he will save a square to claim it in conjunction with another square, but he's not doing that here.
That leveling from Tom there was insane. 400,000 now spent on levels. That was beautiful. Dude, he has so much. His damage increase, I think, is going to be very obvious compared to Bushy right now. Went from 18
Have you seen how
dex
close
to
he is
40.
to level 85?
I did not know.
He's got to be getting close.
Trying to go for the parries here on Rolana. Both of them currently fighting.
Neither one of them can afford to die.
Oh my god, yeah, this is insane. Bushy currently is ahead, though. I think not going for the parries... God's sakes, Tom. God's sakes, stop it. Stop it. Stop, man.
We'll have to see who marks first.
Tom is
we'll have to see.
Using smoke bomb. It's super effective.
Ethernet cable is just absolutely being jiggled right now.
It's like a cat, like, you know, like how they have like the door stopper. It's just like touching the Ethernet the whole time.
Oh, Bushy's making great progress here.
It's looking really
I'm not
good
sure
for Bushy,
how far behind we are on Tom's stream.
I think Tom relying on parries here is actually maybe a little bit of a downside because he has to like wait out some attacks. Yeah, his stream is not looking very good right now.
I'm very surprised to see how quick this fight. I would have expected parries to be faster.
It really depends on the moves
he's catching up.
Yeah, he is getting some staggers here. Bushy doing really well though.
Oh no, Bushy! I think. I mean, if Tom doesn't die, that's the square. Obviously, like that is, wow.
Wow.
And there's the mark. Yep.
We're that far behind. Get the fuck out of here.
That's actually that is a so devastating blow for Bushy.
That is, I wouldn't say match defining in any way, but that is definitely putting a lot of pressure on Bushy here, for sure.
But you know what? But Bushy literally zero hesitation immediately ports to Mesmer.
Yep.
He knows, okay, I just go Mesmer, I go Romina, I burn the Ceiling Tree. That's the play.
I don't know why it's only Tom's stream that's like freaking out like that. That's so weird. But yeah.
You know, it's that Florida internet.
Yeah, the immediate port to Mesmer though, like you said, yeah,
it was instant. It's honestly so impressive to me. I don't know how he does it.
He's in the zone. He's in the zone. Tom going for a little bit of a purchase session here.
Because yeah, Bushy just immediately knows, okay, my next, like, if I'm gonna win, I'm gonna have to block column 3. My next opportunity to do that is Ceiling Tree. That's like the only option here.
Bro, why is Tom's stream freaking out so much? I really wonder what's going on there. Currently tied 7-7 though. Column 3 is active now as well for Tom, but I don't really. God, doing that, man.
Dom is turning into a cartoon character.
Oh, he's going for a Skadutri avatar here.
Okay. It's funny. Tom, obviously Bushy is working his way towards the Ceiling Tree, which blocks the column 3, also starts to build threat on row 5 for him, which is like it's a very good play for him. But Tom, on the other hand, did I say that was Bushy that was doing that stuff? That was Bushy that was doing that stuff I just said, if I messed that up.
You're good, no worries.
Tom, on the other hand, going for the immediate block on row 5. Once again, just going for this back and forth. I mean, we're very quickly approaching the point where majority will be the only way to win for these players.
Yeah. Very, very quickly. I think the play from Bushy here, going for Mesmer into most likely Romina for the burning the Ceiling Tree and for Remembrances is the best play right now on the board.
Yeah,
and for
he's
Tom,
almost like strictly obligated to go for it.
Yeah, but it's also like good because it's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is good. It is very good.
Because level 85 is still on the board. So honestly, going for Romina Mesmer might be the ticket that he needs for possibly a triple square here.
Absolutely.
Okay, and Tom is using Rolana's weapons, by the way.
Okay, this makes sense, yeah. He's going to get 2 squares at the same time. Going to get Skadutri Avatar and Remembrance Boss with Remembrance Weapon. The double claim.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. I don't know how good this is going to work, though. Apparently, if you only use L1s, that uses the Fire Sword rather than the Magic Sword. So this would be good versus the Skadutri in that case.
This is one of my favorite weapons in the entire game. I love this moveset. Like, it is such a versatile moveset, because if you want to go for a bigger punish, the R2s, like, they hit twice.
Yeah.
And they also have just like incredibly fast R1s and L1s as well. So you have lots of options when it comes to your punishes and how you want to use them.
Damage not too great, though. Not going to lie. He has 3 phases to go through here.
He does, yeah. This is one that I know Tom is probably very well practiced on. He did spend a lot of time working on this boss in the Dist bounty. So he will have a ton of practice on this. I'm sure he's very clean at the fight.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, once you... to be fair, like, even though I hate Skadutri, if you practice it for, like, let's say 2 hours, you're good.
Yeah, he's even getting... Wow, he's even getting the charge punish here, where you don't have to dodge the final one. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Oh, it's so hype!
Not bad damage. Not bad damage.
Oops.
Oh,
okay,
that
I think Tom might actually hit level 85 with this kill before Bushy kills Romina for level 85.
It's definitely possible here, yeah.
This might be like an unintended snipe.
Ooh, the question is, did Bushy... I don't think Bushy claimed the Mesmer Smear. Mesmer Spear. No, he's still using Great Katana for this. Okay.
Yeah.
It would have been interesting if he had claimed Mesmer Spear
I hate this
and
move.
gone into this fight
Yeah.
also hoping to claim the Remembrance boss. But I feel like that, might be a little greedy. It seems like he's really just like, okay, I need to get the Sealing Tree before Tom does.
Yep.
I am wondering, though, if Tom had just gone for Sealing Tree, could he have just blown down that column 3?
Oh, Bushy's got to be a little careful here. Not getting very nice RNG from Romina, like, at all. This also, by the way, Skadutri into Rolana. This is going to be 2 Remembrance bosses for Tom, on top of getting Remembrance boss with Remembrance weapon and level 85 potentially.
Yeah, very true. Wow, this is going to be very huge swing in Tom's favor.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Okay, he did just mark it.
Or double mark.
Tom,
whatever.
I don't know what you're doing, but I'm gonna punch your internet, man. Punch your internet.
Yeah, getting the Skadutri avatar and the Remembrance boss with Remembrance weapon. Very nice play.
I'm gonna refresh here, and I'm going to try it one more time to see that I can be up to date as much as possible for Tom.
Now, the interesting thing here is that Bushy can see that and relax just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because he knows, like, okay, I'm uncontested on this burning the Sealing Tree square.
Okay.
It does make me wonder if he is going to immediately claim the square or if he's going to try to set something else up first.
I think he might hold on to it, to be fair. And then maybe just try and go for Remembrances first,
Yeah.
Well, he knows that Tom got Rolana, and then Tom just got Skadutri avatar. So he knows, at the very least, he's got some time.
Yeah. At the same time, though, Tom does have the Romina Grace already set up.
That is true. That is very true. And he's making his way towards Mesmer right now as well.
Yeah, it looks like Tom is probably just going to finish out the Remembrances.
Oh, he didn't level yet,
He's
though.
making his way towards Sealing Tree.
Do you think he hits level 85 before Mesmer? Because like, if he waits too long and Bushy gets this kill now, does Bushy get to level 85 before Tom spends the 350,000 that he currently has? He gets the kill here. Oh. Okay. That's another, what, 400,000? 456,000.
He's lighting the Grace.
Oh, this is interesting.
Which means he may not be...
Yeah, Bushy gets it! Bushy marks it! Wow!
I wonder how close... Tom had to have been...
Tom had to have been close.
He had to have had enough runes to get there.
He's checking. Oh, I think he's checking right now, or he wanted to check right now.
I'm sure he had enough runes to get there.
Wow. Oh, he's burning the Sealing Tree now as well.
Yep. And Bushy very well could have burned the Sealing Tree first.
Okay, Tom wasn't close. Tom was not close.
Okay. Well, that's
surprising.
A little comforting, at least.
Yeah. I thought he was closer than that.
Bushy going into Enir Limb? Oh, he has to because the Sealing Tree.
Yeah, they're burning, yeah.
I was like, why is he going here? There's no squares here.
But also now, Bushy's showing that he already has 2 Remembrances, which is, burning the Sealing Tree, so Mesmer, Romina.
Yeah.
I swear to God. Okay, come on, man.
Probably gonna head towards Gaius at this point.
Stop. God damn it. Okay. We're fine. Oh my God. Why? Why Tom? Why Tom?
Dude, it's always the boss fights too. It's literally like he goes into a boss fight. It's like running sections, completely 100% smooth. As soon as he goes into a boss fight,
it just goes to shit.
Immediate internet dying.
I have a weird feeling it's because he's like streaming at way too low of a bit rate, maybe, because apparently he's streaming at 4,000.
Well, lower bit rate shouldn't cause any buffering, but yeah, I don't know. It's a complex system, right?
It's a little complex for sure. At least the board. That's why we have the board to be as updated as possible.
Yeah.
For us.
Do you know if the players are local recording as well?
No, I don't think so. At least it's not a requirement in any way. So maybe some of them are for their own YouTube, but look at what the pixels, Jesus. Okay, we're
A
good.
little bit of a bitrate blender here, but yeah, like I mean, obviously like it would be nice to require local recording as well. Not everybody has the PC power to handle streaming and recording at the same time, though.
Right, right.
But yeah, it would be very nice for match review purposes. Great fight from Tom. There's his third remembrance there. I mean, I imagine... Oh. He's not going to Gaius. Gaius is just the fastest remembrance left. He may be going for Bale.
Oh. Because there is still kill Bale with Igon, so
if he goes for Bale, he's gonna lose the remembrance square.
But now Bush is going for masks.
Oh no.
Okay.
So he's not gonna lose the remembrance square.
And apparently it's not an us thing, by the way, it's a Tom thing when it comes to the
It's not us?
The interwebs. Not us. Not us, man.
Not us. We're good.
We're not caught. We're not caught.
We're chilling. All right.
Dude, that Savage Lions Claw putting in work though again.
Yeah, I'm amazed it's been so slept on up to this point.
Yeah, I've used it a little bit, but not like insanely well, or insanely much. Sorry. Also, by the way, I got distracted because a pop-up came up. Ads are starting in about 2 minutes and 40 seconds, chat. So if you guys are not subscribed or you don't have Twitch Turbo, letting you know that there will be ads. If you do not want to miss out on the action, be sure to subscribe or get Twitch Turbo or anything to make sure that they don't have any ads during these matches. Twitch makes us run ads. We have to. I'm sorry, okay? But be sure to, be prepared. That's it. Thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate it, man. There's my high-quality thumb. There we go.
CDOM Yum Yums in the chat, if you got him. best emote on Twitch. And you too can have it for the low price of $5.40.
Oh, oh, okay.
7 TV. Oh, it's 7 TV? It's not a tier 1?
No, it's not. I should have that as a tier 1.
What are you doing, Dom? What are you doing?
What I'm doing is making faces, and then chat just makes it and posts it on 7 TV. That's what happens.
Tom is also trying to clean up masks right now.
Bushy has 2 masks. I think this is only Tom's. This is going to be Tom's second.
I think Tom
right
only
here.
has 1, yeah.
Tom has nothing because it's great.
We will never see, though. We'll never see how many masks Tom has. The gray box strikes again.
That Savage Lions Claw does. Oh, it pancakes.
Yep, that's. I think that's the main reason it's so good is because of the pancake.
Yeah, I think.
And
Bushy
we're not talking
might have this.
first pancake of the day. We're talking like 6th pancake. All right, this is locked in. Like, look at that. That is a delicious looking pancake.
Oh.
For my money.
Oh.
Okay.
And he got it.
Yep.
Wow. Wow. What a snipe.
And
what a snipe, dude. Okay, let me try and refresh Tom one more time because it's irritating. It's pissing me off.
Dom is in a perpetual battle against the internet right now.
I will have Tom be up to date. He's going into
Tom
Romina.
going into the Romina fight.
And it immediately shits itself.
He is hoping to get his 4th remembrance. Meanwhile, Bushy is going for Bale, I think. Bushy's going to lose the square if he goes for Bale. I mean, he will get a square out of it, but he will lose the 4 remembrances. And we'll be back to 10 to 10. Maybe he's okay with that, though.
Yeah, maybe he is okay with that.
Because he's gonna get 3 dragon bosses. Especially, oh, dude, look at this. He's at 10 squares. He needs 3 squares to win. Bale while summoning Igon, Senesax, 3 dragon bosses.
Not even. 4 remembrance bosses, Igon, Senesax.
Well,
oh, he's
not
got
gonna
9.
Get 4
You said 10.
bosses.
You said 10.
No, I'm talking about Bushy.
Oh,
Bushy
sorry.
Because yeah, Tom is not gonna get Bushy's not gonna get the 4th remembrance here.
Yeah.
But I think Bushy secures the victory here between dragon bosses, Senesax, and Bale.
Definitely could be.
Unless
if
Tom
he sticks
just has
to it.
way more damage. Yeah.
Yeah, there is a lot of pivoting happening, so.
Yeah, that's the thing is he's gonna have to stick to it. We have seen a lot of instances where players just prep the squares and then just sit on them.
Yep. Tom here, though, almost done with the Romina fight. Apparently, it is Tom's internet. Apparently, even just his mainstream is not doing so hot. So it's not an us thing. Thank God. Thank God. Not an us thing.
Thank God.
I've been trying to fix it, thinking
Absolutely.
it's been us this whole damn time.
These things happen.
I love looking at, I thought 8-bit games were old school, but watching Tom, nostalgia kicks in.
I've always wanted an 8-bit From Software game, though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
God, that's so bad.
I've always wanted that.
That looks so
Always.
bad. There it is for remembrances, though, for Tom now. Currently 10-10. This is a really good match.
Absolutely.
This is
and
a
you know
really
what,
good
Dom,
match.
You say it looks bad. I say it looks artful.
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I can't do the voice. I'm sorry.
Yes.
It doesn't work. How do you do that? I'm so angry. I can't do it.
It was a little bit of practicing for sure.
I've
been trying other words too, but it's a little tricky.
I gotta search my soul. Meanwhile, Bushy is almost done with this Jagged Peak Drake fight. He's got to be careful though. All of these fire hitboxes do tons of damage. It's kind of disgusting, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jolan and Anna being here is kind of nuts. I do think that Tom might be going for Furnace Golems here. That would make the most sense. And yeah, it definitely looks like he's working towards that Furnace Golem. It is a pretty easy pickup. And surprisingly, honestly, it shouldn't be on this board an hour and 10 minutes in. It'd be one of the last 5 squares. But apparently people just don't like Furnace Golems.
The problem is at this point with, like, you have to look at the board and you have to look at what is, like, you have to ask yourself, what is left?
Yeah.
How do I secure 13 squares in this instance?
Yeah.
And Tom going for Furnace Golem is essentially just giving up the Bale squares, like giving up the Jagged Peak squares, which is it's.
Yeah, this might actually be I think you're right. Yeah, this is actually maybe shooting himself in the foot.
He's shoehorning himself into obviously the Furnace Golem, and then after that, it's like, okay, the only thing he could possibly get advantage on after that is maybe. I'm gonna say it's supposed to be pronounced Yolan and Anna, so
Yo, it's Jolan, man.
I'm not joking in the slightest. I'm dead serious about this, Dom. Okay.
I know, but it just Americanized names like that sound funny in fantasy. Hey, Jolan.
Jolan. It's Jolan.
Yeah, it sounds so funny. Yeah, we're making our way towards Bale here. You're actually right. He's going to be doing Bale first into Senesax. It's going to be his second Dragon Boss then, and then Senesax being his third. This is going to be a dub for Bushy if he actually doesn't struggle on Senesax, which is honestly a very common boss to struggle on.
Yeah. I mean, I think that oh no, Tom can't get the riposte. Oh, he gets it. Okay. I feel like Tom's only counterplay here is just to try and snipe Senesax.
Yeah. Which would be insane.
Yeah. I really think he should that should be the first thing he does. It's just like, okay, Senesax. There's no way for him to know that, obviously. But I mean, he's got to be looking at this board and thinking, what else is Bushy going for, right? Like,
dude,
I don't think it makes sense for Bushy to go for Furnace Golem.
Furnace Golem got marked by Tom, and we're still watching him stagger. Bro, that drives me insane. That actually just drives me insane.
Dom, it'll be fixed in post. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Fixed in post. Absolutely.
I think Bushy marks Bale, though, Tom might recognize and be like, oh, okay. This would be possibly a Senesax race, though. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's just the unfortunate thing. Oh, Bushy's damage is really bad.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't actually done much. No, it's bad.
He really should have gone back and upgraded the Dragon Katana.
That is really bad.
This could cost him.
Yeah, this is weird.
Oh, this is actually. I don't think he should finish the fight like this.
Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna point this out real quick too. Is the fact that maybe Tom is thinking, okay, maybe I don't do Senesax right away. Let me prep Bale first, with Igon, and is going to be doing the Jagged Peak Drake, because it's going to be taking so long. So actually, Tom might not rush Senesax right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's such a risky play though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because that would be assuming that he sniped Bushy on Furnace Golem, and I don't think that's a safe assumption.
Nice dodging here from Bushy though. Very nice.
I've never seen that just walking forward. That's like really. I'm gonna have to steal that.
Looking really good. Okay.
Okay, the damage is definitely better when he actually lands headshots.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Bale is weak to piercing, but even then, yeah, the damage is not very good.
It's so bad. I mean,
I wonder why. I wonder why it's this bad, because it is still piercing damage. Is it?
Yeah.
He's level 85. You know what I mean? Like, where?
He's level 85, has a plus 25 weapon, presumably, or I guess.
Stagger. Wow. That's so nice. Oh, that is so nice.
His Bale fight's really, really clean.
Oh,
you gotta give him a ton of credit for that.
Tom is skipping Jagged Peak Drake. He's not. I think he might be going for Senesax here instead.
This is the play he needs to do. It 100% is. This is really smart from Tom.
Yeah.
Are we going to see a Yolan and Ana race?
We probably will, yeah.
Oh my god.
We probably will. Currently 11-10 for Tom, grabbing that Furnace
I'm going to be
Golem.
disgusted if it comes down to Yolan and Ana.
Nice dodges from Bushy.
Really clean. Has he been hit this entire fight?
Yeah. He's at 7 flasks. In the beginning, he got hit by some fire attacks.
But, I mean, it had to be the very beginning. Like, this entire Phase 2 has been hitless. Okay, well, you know, sometimes you say things and things happen.
Things have been said.
Well, I mean, as far as caster cursing goes, pretty minor in the grand scheme of things.
Okay, here we go, though.
Looks like he's got this in the bag.
There it is.
Oh,
Bale dice the
Igon
headshot.
final blow.
Very
what
nice.
A homie.
Okay, so now Tom's going to see this and be like, okay, Senesax is the right play.
Yep. Well, why is he running?
I don't think Bushy's going for Senesax.
Oh, he warped to the wrong Grace. Okay.
Bushy's going for the other dragon instead. Oh, dude, is Bushy going to go for the dragon and then just completely avoid Senesax and just go straight for Jolan and Ana? Because that would be genius.
Yeah, that is really smart. He has to assume that he's going to be racing. Tom for Senesax, and he'd rather not. You know, if you ever have the choice between going for something contested or getting an advantage on something uncontested, it's almost always better to go for the advantage on something uncontested, if you have the choice.
Yeah, this might be. Oh, this is actually like a really good play. Yeah, he's going for Senesax here. This might be actually a bad call from Tom now. Oh.
I think Tom needs this square either way.
He does. He does.
But realistically, in a perfect world, Tom should be going for Yolan and Ana right now. But there's no way for him to know that. There's just absolutely no way.
Yeah. It makes sense to go for Senesax here because you're like, okay, if he goes for Senesax, he gets the double up. And then he's at 13. Like, it makes sense that you go for Senesax, 110%. We just know that it's not the best option.
Yeah, but I mean, it really just highlights how good of a play this is from Bushy.
Yep.
Like, this fight is so much faster.
As soon as he marks... Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, and it just allows him to go for Yolan and Ana. But you're right, yeah, talking about the mark, go ahead.
I was going to say, just like, as soon as he marks Dragon Bosses, I wonder if Tom is then going to quit out of Senesax. There it is. 3 Dragon Bosses for Bushy now.
Yep.
Does Tom like just stick
towards the church?
Bushy's going for Senesax.
Okay, I kind of get this play because I don't know. I think Bushy is in a situation here where he probably should be going for Yolan and Ana, and then once he sees that enough time goes by for Senesax to have been beaten, he should pivot back to Senesax.
What?
But I think for now he should at least be building advantage on Yolan and Ana.
Okay, well, whatever.
Yeah. No, I 110%. Tom died to Senesax here.
So at this point, I would not be surprised to see Tom pivot.
Yep. Yep, he's pivoting. He's pivoting.
He's pivoting.
Whatever,
Oh my
dude.
god, the mind games.
Is what it is.
This is
Fair
this
enough.
is nuts.
1-1.
Oh my god.
This
gonna
is
do?
this is just like
What are you gonna
insanely good play from. Oh, did you see that? Did you see just a brief flash of disconnected signal or something? Like
Oh,
that?
from you?
No, on Bushy's screen for like 2 frames it said.
Oh, really? I did
like-
not see that. No.
Yeah.
I do wonder how comfortable Bushy is with this fight, though. He seems to be doing pretty good, actually.
This fight's so trash.
It's so bad. It's genuinely so bad.
He is fighting it really well though. I personally, I'm not really brave enough to fight this on foot.
fucking?
I
those
definitely
deaths,
prefer the
man. Like what the hell?
drive-by
It's
on
just
torrent
so
strat, personally.
unorthodox. There's nothing I
This
can.
is such a good
nothing I
play
can
from
do.
Bushy.
I know, it's crazy. Like he actually hit Tom with a bait and switch.
Yeah. He's like, I did 3 dragon bosses.
Nothing I can
It's
do.
going to make it look like he's going to Jolanne and Anna now.
Yeah.
And then Tom's like, okay, I just died. Let me go do Jolanne and Anna. He's like, nah, I'm doing Senesax. That is... Dude, what a play.
That's insane.
Chose
That's so good.
the wrong square multiple times, and it cost me.
The only way
was
this
in the
play would have
lead.
not
I-
worked
I-
out
I
if
essentially
if
had
Tom didn't
The
die.
whole end game. And
Yeah,
then
that's the thing is if Tom
incident happened.
you know,
and then
finished that fight out, stayed
wrong
alive and
choices.
committed,
So
then this would have been a huge like
are you gonna
Bushy
do?
would have been insanely punished.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little disappointed we're not seeing the Yolan and Ana race.
Honestly, I appreciate it, though, because first off, we stay on schedule.
Yeah, we got 3 matches today.
Second off, honestly, like, it's a fantastic play. Like, I am not upset at all. Like, this is
Oh,
a
yeah.
fantastic, just mind game outplay.
And look, as much as I love bingo, 3 2-hour matches. It's a lot. It's a lot of commentary, Dom. That is a lot of commentary.
I know. That's why we have swap outs. That's why we have, multiple people commentating through the season. I don't want anyone to burn out commentating at all.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate
Who's-
everyone
Where the fuck is he?
that has been willing to commentate. What?
Yeah, lots of people volunteering their time and stuff.
Yeah.
Who's up next on commentary?
It is supposed to be Zoodle, but apparently his internet is out. So I'm going to have
no.
to look for a replacement for tomorrow, potentially, here.
Internet
Dude.
has just been absolutely plaguing
really
this
lucky.
entire event.
Yeah.
Somebody put a hit out on bingo brawlers.
Bastards. Bushy doing really good here, though. I'm not going to lie. He's actually doing really, really solid on this fight.
This looks like the product of tons of practice, honestly.
Yeah. Imagine practicing this boss, though. That's
It
just
couldn't be me.
Oh! Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, whoa!
Oh my God.
And then Bushy just sitting there with the what's it called? The
Stone cold face.
Yeah,
just
the
like-
stone cold face. What's the Easter Island head face?
yeah.
Just sitting there. Crazy, and he gets it. There it is.
Holy shit, I fucking did it.
This is gonna
Wow.
be the biggest. If I'm Tom and I see this, I'm just like,
How did I do
what the
that?
hell just happened?
Yeah. Freaking GG's to freaking Bushy.
Holy.
Getting the
GG's.
first dub off of Tom.
Holy, dude. Oh my god.
Just wow.
Cinema.
Genuinely.
Absolute cinema.
That's pretty good.
Bushy crying.
pretty
He's
good
so
right
happy about
there,
the
dude.
victory. No, I was messing. He probably had something in his eye. I don't know.
Oh
That
my
is-
God.
Imagine fighting
Wow.
Senesax for 6 minutes and you have something in your eye the entire time.
What a game.
Yeah. I'm
I didn't think that was gonna happen.
flabbergasted. That was amazing.
I know. I feel like I have to emotionally process what happened this match. I have to go to therapy after this.
All right, let's see if Bushy and Tom are ready for interviews here. That was
Yeah.
nuts.
That's crazy.
Think-
That was
Incredible
beautiful.
match.
That was a great, great match.
Yet another match going to 13 squares.
Almost, yeah. All right, by the way, okay, never mind. We're good. Here we go. All right, I'm bringing in Bushy now. Yo, Bushy, welcome in. GG's, man. Fantastic
GG's,
match.
Bushy.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that was just honestly just really impressive calls at the very end there, and just a great match in total. You guys both, blow for blow went for different squares, and so a little bit of snipage happening, but overall just great calls. Do you want to walk us through your early game a little bit here and your prioritization on things?
Sure. So off rip, I saw the column 4 was very fast and very threatening. I figured one of us was going to get Mikula crosses and the other was going to get Dryleaf Dane, was my assumption. So I just went for Dryleaf Dane because it synergized with the dropped weapons, along with the Ancient Dragon Man in that same row. Obviously, I would be telegraphing priority there. And I would think Tom would probably respect that, and he did. So that was what like the early game was defined by for me. And then once like that was shut down after the first 3 square marks, it was kind of just like looking for like good synergistic plays. So like Logre's there, Ancient Dragon Man's there. That works well with the NPC dropped weapons. I went for the Demi-Human Swordsman because I was looking at like potential bingo threats at that point, and I didn't want to get forced into doing something I didn't want to do. Yeah. So I shut down the column 5. And then yeah, like from there on out, I was sitting on priority of like all the dragon stuff for like literally the whole game. Yeah. And like Tom didn't necessarily have to respect it, but it's difficult to like overcome that feeling that you're just chasing something when you're behind on it. And I figured Tom would probably be feeling that the whole way through and feel as if he has like different, better options. So obviously didn't capitalize on any of that dragon stuff until later.
Yeah. No, that was overall just like really good decision making for sure at the very end, especially with the the little bit of a swap out of going for kill 3 dragon bosses and making it seem like you're going for potentially so Jolanne and Anna, into then going for Senesax instead. Was definitely a fantastic play. I don't know how it would have gone if Tom didn't die to Senesax as soon as you like after you marked it, because then he decided to pivot. So I think that definitely played into it a little bit. But yeah, let's bring in Tom. We can ask him too. But yeah, thanks for breaking that down. There's a lot that was happening in this match for sure. Tom, welcome in. GG's, man. GG's, dude.
GG's.
Yeah, GG's, Tom.
GG, Tom.
So Tom, we're talking about early game. Bushy kind of gave us a breakdown of his early game. We saw from you rushing Mikula crosses without grabbing any starting weapon at all, just like really trying to bulldoze that as quickly as possible, and then having to go back and then prep for a weapon afterwards. What made you make that decision of just like not going for anything besides crosses early on? Did you think that was maybe going to be contested by Bushy, or what was the thought process there?
The idea was to go into crosses into cookbooks, but I decided to get my weapon in between one of the cookbooks, and apparently I wasn't supposed to do that.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. When it comes to like the mid game, it was I think around like 6 to 7 for Tom at the time. We were kind of talking about at this point in the match, going into trying to push a bingo line is not an option anymore already, because you both had similar presence, you both had similar square count. Was it the same mindset for both of you to try and push majority at that point, just like blocking any line possible and just making sure it does go into late game?
I personally didn't like any of the bingo threats that I had available to me, so I didn't really like push them.
Okay.
I knew Bushy was going to get 2 painting rewards. And then I was kind of pushing column 3, but I chose 2 wrong plays. I chose to not kill Ramina with the Remembrance weapon, and I chose the Scadutree Avatar, and that was a mistake. And it cost me level 85 as well. And then I chose to kill Mesmer before finishing the masks, and that cost me that square too. So those 2 mistakes cost me the game.
Gotcha.
And that's how it is.
Yeah, it's
not
definitely
to mention
tough.
The game hated me today.
How so?
Did you not see how many times I died? I don't do that. I haven't died in like
Fire Knight incidents.
Oh,
Sure.
I haven't
yeah.
I haven't died in like I don't know how long to that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. There was
So-
the one death that was trying to get that revered Ash and Ancient Rao with the
What
Shadow
the-
guys.
what was
Yeah, that was
that?
messed up. That was so
That was
messed up, dude.
stupid.
That was
I should've
crazy.
Quit out. I should just quit out. That cost me Sealing Tree probably because of how much time I had to take to run back.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was definitely some unfortunate deaths. When it came to Senesax, you saw that Bushy marked dragon bosses. If you wouldn't have died to Senesax, do you think you was stuck through the fight, or would you have possibly have questioned it sticking through to Senesax and maybe then still would have quit out and maybe pivoted? I was just wondering on that too.
I was hoping he didn't mark bail that quickly. The idea was to get the Grace next to Senesax and then get progression to Jolan and Anna and then do like a Senesax race. But he marked it when I got the Grace and I was like, I'm in like the worst position possible because if he chooses to prep Jolan and Anna and I guess Senesax, I lose. If he chooses to go for Senesax, then I could also lose if I mess up on it. So apparently one of the lightnings hit me, and I was just like, yeah, I'll go prep something else because, I mean, if he goes for it, he goes for it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I considered both options at the time. My read was that you didn't have any dragon progression stuff. I thought you were going for dragons outside of Jagged Peak. You were gonna try to snipe that off me and go for Yolan and Anna was what I was assuming.
Yeah, I mean, I maybe could have done dragons, but I ran past that Jagged Peak Drake like I don't know 3 times, and I was just like, "Yep, you're there." So I didn't go for that kill. I don't know. I was pressed on time pretty early. I made some questionable choices at the start, and then that's put me back. And then I was like, "Well, I gotta hustle." And then I kept dying, and I was like, "Well, I gotta hustle more."
Yeah.
That's super fair.
Do you feel like there's a possibility that doing the 5 Mikula crosses early actually like gave up too much information?
I knew he was gonna get those 4 squares. I just figured I had to challenge at least 1, maybe 2 of them. The NPC weapon ones. I kind of chose that he would do that. Like he would be able to get that if he went for it. And my game plan would have worked if I made the right choices later on, but I didn't.
Yeah, gotcha. That is fair, you know, and you try to prep for everything possible, but as soon as one death happens, that kind of starts to really shuffle things around. You're like, oh God, like I don't know if I can keep, you know, consistently go with the plan that I had. I might have to make some adjustments, and I think that's always like really tough to make those calls. But it was a really, really interesting match from both of you guys. It was really, really enjoyable to watch. Great play from both of you guys. Thanks so much for playing today. Be sure, chat, to check out both Bushy and Nuclear Imposter Tom on Twitch. Give them a follow, please. And we'll see Bushy 2 times tomorrow. Dude's got a triple weekend of matches. Tom, I think we see you next week, right?
Yep.
All right, sounds good.
Next week.
Yeah. GG's to both of you. That was an incredible
GG's,
match
Tom.
to watch.
GG's.
I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And Bushy, we'll see you tomorrow, all right, man?
Sounds good.
All right.
Later, guys.
Have a good one.